Hi, it's Kieran Lobates here, and I was reading an article about central bank digital currencies, and it was a good article until I hit that sentence that really seems to trigger me. The sentence was, gold has intrinsic value. Now, I've gone on about this before, but I thought I'd do it in a very brief and clear manner. The only two things that I have found that have intrinsic value, i.e. where you can actually put a dollar price on it and two individual people from completely different backgrounds will come up with the same value for that thing, are options that are in the money. You can actually calculate what is the value of this option contract given the state of the market at this time, and you can put an absolute dollar value on it, and two accountants will agree completely, no uncertainty there whatsoever. So that's one thing that has intrinsic value. The other thing is, strangely enough, currency. A $100 bill has an intrinsic value of $100. It's what's printed on the front of the dollar bill, or the $100 bill. So those are the only two things where we can all objectively agree that that is the value of the thing. If you're saying that something has intrinsic value, then that means that the value must reside within the thing itself. It cannot be a subjective assessment of the value of the thing. And that's why most things that people hold up as having intrinsic value actually don't have it. Because, for example, gold has no value to somebody who is stuck on a desert island and is starving. But they can still look at an options contract and say, well, this is the value in dollars of this contract. The only way you can determine the value of gold at a given time is by looking at its market price, and that's extrinsic. That is nothing to do with the properties of the gold itself. People often mix this up with utility, and yes, gold does have utility. You can use it in industry for, as it's due to its conductive nature, for example. Jewelry is not an intrinsic property of gold. It's in the eye of the beholder. So there's another thing that is actually extrinsic. It depends on the person. I happen to find gold a rather unattractive metal, but other people seem to think it looks great in big heavy chains around your neck. So there you have it. Intrinsic value, it's something that is incredibly rare, and when you do find it, it's actually trivial and ultimately meaningless and useless. So rant over. Hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.